Hello everyone, I'm Whitney Bandel and welcome to another video from my Web 243 search engine optimization class. In this video we will be looking at content for week 3. The learning objectives for this week are to learn and understand advanced website structuring, learn and understand how to develop content and build a content marketing strategy, learn and understand different methods of working cross-platform, and learn and understand how to collaborate and network with others. For your read, practice, and study section, you will want to look at the supplemental material for content success, SEO versus content marketing. And then these 3 sections in the textbook, chapters 5, there's going to be certain passages in that, all of chapter 6 and then all of chapter 8. When you're looking at the reading for the supplemental materials, there's these 2 links. There's chapter 2, content and search engine success factors from Search Engine Land. And then there is why SEO is actually all about content marketing from Kissmetrics. To begin with, we're going to take a look at some concepts about advanced website structuring. So your textbook is going to have you take a look at creating a robots.txt file, looking at structuring your URLs correctly, learning how to protect yourself with an htaccess file, redirecting non-www traffic to www, and then redirecting with 301 redirects. Once you've taken a look at those strategies for working with your HTML, you want to start thinking about the content on your pages. While a well-designed site and backend server strategies play major roles in SEO, content is the answer to search engine results. Building your content to have authority in place is so key to SEO because you want your audience to understand the fact that you're an expert, thus establishing clout with current and new users. That being said, be mindful of the psychology of users. When someone searches, they ask themselves, who am I and for what am I searching? Often you will hear this. This is really similar to the idea of a user story, which often looks at I as a certain type of role, want, so thinking of the goal, and then for what reason. So if we start thinking of that psychology of who the users are, what it is that they want, and what are the reasons for them wanting that goal, we can start thinking about how we can actually target and assist them. Content writing tips. Write for people, not for search engines. You can definitely type your keywords so that way they are keeping search engines in mind, but you don't want to isolate people from your website by focusing too much on the search engines. If we think back to the black hat and the white hat practices, this is one of those key things, is really thinking about how you are addressing people. Avoid making duplicate content and just repeating the same content or duplicating content from other pages. Use proper word density. Use latent semantic content. Keep content current. You don't want your content to be outdated. Optimize non-HTML documents. Next, we're going to take a look at analyzing SERP, search engine results page. Users ask themselves, how relevant are these results to who I am and what I am searching? And what is the appropriate response to my inquiry? What do I need to digest in order to obtain the answer that I need? Content and search engine success factors. SearchEngineLand.com's Chapter 2 Content and Search Engine Success Factors gives a checklist for using content to improve SEO. So the article in the supplemental reading will break down this information into these different sections: content quality, content research, keyword research, content words, use of keywords, content freshness, vertical search, and direct answers. So here, if we just take a look real quick at this article, you'll see the subsections that you're going to end up reading. That's going to give advice on working with each of these different categories. Content marketing. Marketing is a big issue with content. I'm sure you've heard of content marketing, sponsored content, and PPC. We will get more into this next week, but you should understand that content should be a complement to your marketing, and marketing should complement your content. When you achieve this symbiotic relationship, you will realize the best SEO results. Content marketing and SEO. Neil Patel's article, Why SEO is Actually All About Content Marketing, is a really great place to start. In the article, he points out these key points. SEO is narrower and more technical. Content marketing is broader and more holistic. The way to apply SEO in a, this should say broader way, is to channel its specific technical endeavors into content marketing. Conversely, the only way to ensure the success of content marketing is to apply SEO techniques in its implementation. SEO states the requirements, content marketing fulfills them. No one would argue that a fundamental component of SEO is keywords, researching them, utilizing them, and tracking your ranking of them in the search engine results page. How does one apply the use of keywords? How is all the research funneled into its practical application? It's called content marketing. The only way you can use your keywords is to be employing them strategically throughout your content. Content marketing consists of top-notch content written for humans and using the keywords that you're targeting. So here we have this picture. Hi, my name is SEO and I need you to blank. And then, hey, I'm content marketing. I'll do that for you. So they work hand in hand. So we're just going to take a look real quick at this article that I'm going to have you read as your homework. This is going to break down this idea of looking at the differences of SEO and content marketing and then how they can work together. It's also going to talk a little bit about how there's a common misconception that content marketing and SEO have to be at odds with each other and that they will replace each other instead of just working together. Collaborating and networking. No, you will never meet 100% of user criteria 100% of the time, and that's okay. What you can do, though, is supply content with integrity and authority 100% of the time by creating a foundation of fact and usability. This is where partners come into play. Having partners such as a blog or other site of authority that you can reference or reciprocate links is a great thing to do. Social media and blogging platforms can help establish authority, and know you must hold steady to the brand. For instance, if you are selling hot dogs, do not run ads for tacos. You aren't selling tacos. If a user visits your site and sees a link for tacos or vice versa and happens to go to that site, great. You have built some authority to the site. Be careful with whom you build partnerships. You want to ensure that even in social media hashtagging, you are playing to the right audience and not compromising your site's authority or your brand. Building links. Some suggestions for you to start thinking about. Evaluate your competition and think about what it is that they are doing to help collaborate and network. Evaluate potential linking partners. Think about who you have in your own network already or who you could reach out to. Gather link intelligence and Open Site Explorer. Acquire quality links. Use effective anchor texts. Content marketing. Consider content marketing with guest blogging. Consider content marketing using infographics. Encourage community participation. This could be creating a place on your website for blogging. You could have reviews. You could have a forum where people could interact with the people behind the site or post their own opinions. And finally, request one-way links. So as I mentioned before, for your homework, you are going to take a look at those two articles in the week 3 supplemental materials. Your project for this week is going to be Project 3, Overview. For this project, students will evaluate and optimize the keywords used for their website. This will encompass everything from the URL to the heading to the content of the website. Students will research resources to help them with expanding on their SEO efforts. Procedure, review your keywords that you have chosen. Discuss how these keywords will prioritize from URL to heading to content on your site. So think about how you are going to spread out that content. You really want to have kind of you want to have 2 to 3 keywords that you're really focusing on each page. So consider how you would spread out your keywords. Consider if some of your keywords don't really suit the material. You might change the ones that you have. But take a look at how you can use them in your headings, your titles, your copy text. And then also consider how you can add these keywords to your graphics as well in your alt text. Discover and recommend sites, blogs, and social media outlets that can potentially help your SEO efforts. So going back to that idea of building networks or thinking about places where you can add links to your site or find ways to create links that can go back to your site. Start thinking about those partnerships. In your discussion post, convince me that these are relevant sources for linking to or from your site for SEO purposes. Reply to 2 classmates' submissions. So you'll post your URL with convincing discussion per the listed procedure, and then respond to your 2 classmates. So that covers everything for week 3. If you have any questions, you can email me, post to the help thread, or come visit me during my office hours.